welcome to Carrie's journal diary reading sessions. Today we're going to, I'm kidding, I'm so kidding. Oh, look what just fell out. I had this in my journal. Oh, it's a picture of my mom. First of all, this is like my favorite picture of her ever. I think my dad took this. She was, oh my gosh, it was 1987, so it was the year before my sister was born, so 26 years ago. I still don't know how old my sister is. She was 26 or 27 here. That's like my age almost. Oh, she's beautiful. I miss you, Mommy. So I'm here to do part 2 of the question and answer. Part 1 I put up about 2 weeks ago, so I will have that linked on the screen right here. So you can go watch that. And down in the description bar below. So yeah, you guys can watch. It's kind of a continuation. I just had so many questions the first time, and you know me, I talk a lot, so it got really, really long, and I even edited out a lot, and it was still really long. This will not be that long. I think I only have like 10 or 12 questions left, so it shouldn't be that long. But there was just some that I really wanted to still answer. So okay, so starting out, these are all from Instagram that I got, and I wrote them down because I can't remember like in my phone where they were, and just it's easier to write it down. So Angela Karki, I think is however you say her name, asked my favorite book of all time, and it's probably between 2, and they are both books from my childhood. So my in middle school, I was obviously, you know, you always are like assigned books to read and stuff, and I can't remember which grade it was, but I want to say it was my 6th grade teacher made us read 2 books that were really kind of advanced for the grade at the time. Might have even been in elementary school. Regardless, they were incredible books. One is called Stargirl, and I think it's by Jerry Spinelli is the author. And I remember reading it, and I would like read with my parents. Like I'd have to read like a certain amount every night. So I'd read it with my parents, and my dad and I got really like invested in this story, and I think he ended up reading it again after, like separate from me, and it's still to this day like is one of his, like it's one of my favorite all-time books of all time. That was so repetitive, but it's a very, very, very good book. It's a super easy read, but the meaning and message behind it is very adult, I think. So that, and then the book The Giver by Lois Lowry? No, I'm so butchering that author. But The Giver, it was just turned into a movie a few years back. Absolutely fantastic book. Again, very easy read, but the message and the meanings and what you take away from it I think are very adult, so fantastic books. Okay, Nanine, I think 5991, what is your favorite place on earth so far? So, I don't know if she means like city or like a specific spot, but as far as where I've traveled, New York City is my favorite place on earth. I absolutely love it here. You guys know how much I love New York. Ola Abu, I think, is what was the last thing you remember laughing really hard at? I love that question because I love laughing. But I am gonna say, yesterday at work, I was with my coworker Josh, and I'm a host at a restaurant, and we don't get tips. Like the host stand just doesn't get tips. I mean, it's a fairly simple job, and obviously the servers do a lot of work, so they get their tips like you normally would at a restaurant. But we have like a phone, like a set of like cords, like to charge phones for people, and we do it all the time. It's like not a big deal. Like it's there for that reason. If customers want to charge their phone, like we have it there. And so this guy brought up his girlfriend's phone and was like, "Here, like, can you charge my girl's phone?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And so we plug it in, and they're eating, and they're at the bar, and they're probably there for about an hour and a half, and I plug it in, and I feel like it vibrate, like I see it like start charging, and I always flip the phones over so that like it's not, if they get texts and stuff, like no one's like looking at it, or it's just kind of like their own privacy, so I just flip it over. But the cord of the charger is really old, and if any of you guys have like iPhone chargers that are really old, like sometimes you have to like maneuver it very specifically. So basically it got bumped somehow. It was charging, but then it got bumped, so the entire time they were sitting it wasn't charged. Anyways, they come and get the phone. The guy's like, oh yeah, here, thanks man, we're charging my girl's phone. Gives us a $5 bill. And we're like, okay, great. Like, we're not gonna not accept it. She comes back, they leave. The girlfriend comes back in about a minute and a half later and she's like, did you guys even charge my phone? It's off. And she comes back in and asks for the $5 back. And it was actually one of the most mortifying moments of my life because like how embarrassing, like we don't get tips usually, so we were so excited about it. And then she just asked for the $5 back and we just started cracking up about it. So very long story short, that was the last time I really laughed. It was last night at work. We were dying. I was crying. It was just like so funny. And Josh is one of my favorite people in the entire world. So, okay. Natalie Tucker says, what advice do you have for someone who wants to start a blog? I'm gonna go for blog, YouTube channel, vlog channel, whatever. I've been asked this a lot, and I've asked people this when I was starting, and what I really got, and what I've basically practiced, and I really do think is the most important thing, is being true to yourself. Girls ask me all the time, you know, advice about that, and it's just be yourself, because whether you're writing something on a blog or saying something on a YouTube channel or on a video or whatever you may be doing, if you're not original and like to yourself, no one's gonna really be, it's not gonna be authentic for one, and no one's gonna really want to watch it. It's already been done. So just be yourself, because you are the only you that there is, and by default that's gonna be original, and it's gonna be you, and no one else can really touch that. So therefore you are now an authentic, like one-of-a-kind thing, and people really like to watch that stuff or read that stuff. So I would say be true to yourself. Hey Kathinka, I think is what I wrote down. What do you think? Okay, so this question is a little, I was like, should I say it or should I not? But I think you should always really compliment yourself. So what do you like most about yourself, personality and looks? I think it's important for girls, people, women especially, to, you know, stop criticizing themselves and for once, you know, look at their, whether it's the physical or their personality, and think about the things that they do like about themselves. I think that's important. So for me, a physical thing that I really like about myself, which I didn't a lot growing up, was two things. My height. I'm very short. I'm like 5'1½", maybe 5'2", and I hated that. I always wanted like long legs, and I wanted to be tall and like thin, and I just never was. But I've come to really like it. I'm like the little nugget of all my friends, and I kind of like being like their little like, hey, like I'm just so small. Like when I stand next to my tall friends, like they can rest their arms on me like no problem. I really like my height. And I didn't like as a child my freckles, but I really, really love them now because I just see them on like my mom and my sister, and they're me. They're so me. I feel like I would look very weird without freckles, and I really like them. So that is that is looks. But personality, a thing I really like about my personality is how caring I am. I know this is like so weird, I'm like complimenting myself, but I consider myself a very caring person. I would do almost anything for my friends and family. They're everything to me, so I don't know why I wouldn't do anything for them. And I really love to care for people, and like I love loving people. So again, you know, my friends and family, whoever I come encounter with and start a relationship with, or a friendship or whatever it may be, I'm a caring person, so I really like that about myself. Vivian Estrada, or Vivian Estrada said, would you recommend FIT? Yes. I'm going to do it, like I said, in the first part of this video, I'm going to do an entire FIT college experience like video, and I actually might do it with Julia because she's still going there. But flat out, yes, I would recommend it. It's a hard school, like not hard in, some of the classes are hard, but it's like there's a lot. They throw a lot at you. Especially, I wasn't in the design school, but I was in like the business side of the school, but the design school, they work you to the bone. Like, they weed out the weak, 100%. They don't mess around there. So if you're going there for design, it's a great school, but it's hard. And business, I think it's a great school. I really do, I would recommend it. Okay, Sam Warmingham, she asks, what was your favorite song to hear at the James Bay concert? So actually Sam and her friend met Julie and I at the concert. They told us that they were going to be there before the concert, and we met up with them after and kind of met them and said hello. So it was so nice meeting you girls. But she was at that concert. So my for sure favorite song, oh my god, is If You Ever Want to Be in Love. And I'm going to put in a clip of a video I took. It was one of those moments where I was kind of upset with myself that I put it, like that I had my camera out and I wasn't just in the moment, but at the same time I'm really happy that I captured it because it was such an incredible moment. I'll just show you the clip right now. But I and it was just amazing. Like, he stopped the back band, and it was just the audience and him singing the lyrics that he wrote, and I have goosebumps thinking about it right now. That song blew my mind, so that was my favorite. Okay, It's Me, Summer Love asks your favorite song at the moment, and I know I answered that in the last one as well, but it has kind of changed, so I wanted to give another song a shout out. And it is actually from the new Florence and the Machine record, and that's, by the way, an incredible album. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. So there's 2 songs from that. So favorite 2 songs of the moment. I'm obsessed. One is called Delilah, and the other one is called Third Eye. Both incredible. I will add them to my Spotify playlist that I have. It's called YouTube Songs, and it's almost all of the songs that are in my vlogs. A lot of you guys asked for that, so I'll put those 2 in that playlist. You guys have to check them out. So good. Okay, Shay Juliet says, have you ever been to Morocco? No, I have not, and I want to go. So Shay, let's go. Hannah Dowley asks, what is your current job, and also how expensive is it to live in an apartment in New York City? So I have 3 jobs. That's kind of an answer to both questions. That's how expensive it is. I have to have 3 jobs. And none of them are full-time. I am still trying to figure out a full-time fashion job. So I'm kind of pulling things together in the meantime. I am a host at a restaurant. I regularly nanny. And I also work for a company called Truemaker, who I think I talked to you guys about it in a vlog. Basically, it's a made-to-fit, custom made-to-fit menswear line. It's commission-based, so you go as you get paid as you go by clients. So it's not as regular for me. That's a very, very part-time job. So mainly I'm just hostessing right now and babysitting a lot. So those are my 3 jobs, and it's very expensive to live in New York, but just like anywhere else, I think you adapt, and my view of what I have to budget has just changed from what I knew back home, you know? Okay, my final question is from Kika, my girl Kika on Twitter. What is your favorite childhood memory? So I love talking about this because I loved my childhood. I was really lucky. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna say that I have the best parents and sister in the entire world, because I think I do, but I just had the greatest childhood. I'm like so insanely lucky, but I'm going to have to say, so you all obviously know music is a huge part of my life, and I got that from my parents. My mom and dad brought my sister and I up into a household where music and literature, books, movies, everything was very, very prominent. So every time after dinner on the weekends, we'd have our main big family dinners, my dad would put on some old songs, we would do Love Shack by the B-52s. We would have a dance party, and my sister and my dad and I and my mom, she would be cleaning up and then join us, but we would all just dance. And I remember we have my house is very long, and so from the back door to the front door, you can literally, there's a whole path. You go through the rooms, our kitchen, our dining room, and our living room. and we would just run to my dad, and he would like grab us, pick us up, swing us under his legs, like pick him up again, like, and just dancing around after dinner with my sister and my dad, my mom, was the greatest thing ever. Like, that memory will never go away, and I think that's like something we all think about a lot, and it's just like the greatest, and I miss it. But anyways, that is all she wrote. That is the end of the questions. This is legit my journal, by the way, and I have so many juicy secrets in here you guys don't even know. Okay, so this is done. I really don't think it was any shorter than the first one. I love myself because I talk so much. This is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really sorry if it was too long, but I hope it's not. I think I can actually edit it down to under 15 minutes. Let's just see about that. The next video you will see is the big One Direction vlog. You guys, it's in 3 days. I leave in 3 days. This will probably be up tomorrow, so hopefully by then it'll be 2 days. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, so we leave very soon. I can't talk about it. We're going to vlog the entire thing, both Tess and I, so get ready. I don't think I am, so I don't know if you will be, but okay. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support as always. I love you guys all so much. Bye!